thank you for your patience. Let's go ahead and do it. Tristan, thank you for coming in with the explanation and for helping out with troubleshooting. Sometimes CPR isn't enough for a computer, but I mean, we've had a match where a bug literally crawled into somebody's computer and died, and killed the computer in the process. It was a very funny match.
Yeah, I mean, we also had a cat shut a PC off before.
Oh my gosh. Was that Proton John?
That was Proton John. The cat just stepped on the UPS switch while fooling around behind the desk.
Oh, good memories. I feel so bad for John, but you know, sometimes you lose a Kusogrand8 match for unexpected reasons. Well, luckily our GM for today, I feel like she's pretty savvy on the technical side. Probably gonna keep cats away from the equipment. Yeah, and might actually have a fear of cats because it's Xandra. Yeah, thank you again, Tristan, for coming and chilling with us. I'll let you take off. And
yep, that's my cue to bounce. Have fun.
Yeah, see ya.
Oh, I forgot to turn that off again. Hi.
What was that?
Oh, it's my cool intro sound.
I mean, I like it.
You don't like when you enter a room, it doesn't just go.
It does, but I just thought that was the
Okay.
room. I didn't know it was me.
No. It's tagged to the person. Like, not everyone has like a diegetic orchestra following them around, but they're slowly rolling that out. So, you know, it's been pretty cool. I've been liking mine.
Yeah, mine's a little bit different. Like, I step in and it makes this song. Yeah, like, yeah, it's very different. I don't understand.
Listen, sometimes like most of the days I'm having a good business day, when sometimes like, but I've heard there's a little tell, like when I enter like a room and it goes, I gotta be careful a little bit. I gotta be a little bit careful. But you know, it's helpful. It's helpful. It's just so long as like you don't get like a bunch of people all entering at once and then you just can't.
Oh yeah, that gets chaotic. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, Xandra, we've got a wonderful game in store. Oh, JK, no, you had how many redraws?
Several, but it's okay. We made it, and let me tell you, this one's a dream. Oh boy.
I mean, quite literally, you're right. Yeah.
I'm sure our contestants will be wily enough to make it pretty far, though.
I'm sure, you know. Hey, maybe they'll be mega enough. Oh my gosh, I can't do this, Xandra.
It's okay. It's okay. I had to give you some space so you could like get your foot in there.
I'm sure there are people in chat who already know what we're talking about. Yeah, everybody, go ahead and get excited because the best Mega Man ROM hack is coming right now. It is Rockman 5 Wily's Dream Space. Yeah, doesn't he look like a dream?
Oh, wait. There's a button for the horn now. Hold on. No. Oh,
that was not the right button.
Never mind. No. Okay. Well, here it is. Wily's Dream Space.
I have air horn.
Kuso.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. You got it.
Yeah.
I love this one. It is something. It's not the most out there of Rockman hacks I've given out for Kuso, but I think for this match it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a decent one. It's gonna be a nice little test of just how much Mega Man these contestants remember.
Yeah, and hopefully the answer is enough. Honestly, this game is a bit of a butt. I believe we've had it on Kusogrand8 before, if I'm not mistaken.
We had on 2 different occasions. I just gave it out regular in Kuso 5, but also I believe it has shown up as a gauntlet state in some form or another.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, or I think it might actually have been. I think it was a recurring nightmare, and I gave out the back half of it specifically because that's the great thing about Mega Man. It comes with a password system. So you can just start wherever you want, so long as it is up to the middle of the game.
Yeah, I love that we started doing recurring nightmares in Kusogrand8. Specifically, I think we changed it to New Game Plus just so that we could see more of the game. It's been an absolute joy. Oh no, I need a skull and crossbones. Does anybody have a skull and crossbones here? Anybody? Anybody? A skull, crossbones. Okay. Where is it? There we go.
That's a
good.
Quallen's crossbones, but I don't think that's what you want.
Nah, not quite. Okay, there we go. I think that'll work. Yeah, skull and crossbones. Perfect.
Nice.
Well, let's go ahead and move on over to the game because we've got our players Polk Kitsune, who is our zombie for the match. They will not count, but they will play. We also have Chamomile Teacup, Mon Hunzer, and Zeezer. These four players will be trying to play as much of this game as possible, whoever makes the most progress.
Zockman 5. I love that.
Sockman 5?
Zockman 5. Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good. That. Let me go ahead and crank these tunes up. We need good music.
I would play some Zockman. Oh, yeah. I love...
Ow. Okay, I said we need good music.
Yeah, this tune. Oh, sorry. Would you take an exploding city instead?
Sure.
Cool.
What other option do I have?
Well, there was sure. There was, of course. There was all right. Yes, also would have worked.
Okay, I'm just checking to see if the players are ready. Ow, 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 ow. This music sucks.
Don't worry, it'll get different.
Yeah, that's not reassuring at all.
No, some of this is good. Like, you will find, okay, do you know what other popular platformer franchise has a lot of crossover with Mega Man ROM hacks in the ROM hacking scene? Like, in a lot of Mega Man ROM hacks, you will find a lot of context, whether it's like graphics or music or what have you, from this other platformer franchise that also shows up on similar consoles. Do you know what that is?
No.
If you had to guess about another popular NES franchise that often shows up in Mega Man ROM hacks, what would you say?
Oh my gosh. Actually, yeah, somebody said Kirby, and I would say probably Kirby.
You are correct. There's a lot of Kirby content in Mega Man ROM hacks for some reason.
You know what other content we have? Polk is in voice. Polk is coming to intrude.
Nice.
Zombie rocks on the floor.
Oh my gosh. Where's the air horn? No, you gotta learn how to do the air horn. No,
yes.
Not that one.
No, that's not one.
Yeah,
there it is.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do the countdown. Best of luck to the players. We're doing the countdown. And chat, I need you to spam all of your dreamiest emotes. And oftentimes those are Mega Man emotes, but what else would be appropriate? Kirby?
Dreams, anything with rocks in it, like anything, some Earthbound emotes would also work for some reason.
I will be recapturing in just a little bit as soon as we get started in Starman stage. That is who we're starting with.
Okay.
And there we go. We're off to a quick beginning, everybody. I hope you enjoy Rockman, aka Mega Man. Yeah, I know this music. This is Kirby music, isn't it?
It might be.
Yep.
Could be. There's a chance.
Why are they invisible?
No, so see, the enemies are invisible to us, but they are very visible to the players because they are flickering extremely rapidly at a frame rate that does not show up on stream all of the time.
Yeah, it depends on if they're
sometime...
streaming at 60 or 30 frames per second because they flicker at 30 frames, or 6, like it's 1 frame on, 1 frame off, so if you're only streaming at 30 frames per second, you see half of them, and it is a lot of fun.
Yep, I think it's so in your stream, I think most of it seems to be visible. So So far, so good. So yeah, this hack has a lot of fun elements, such as cute little backgrounds, things that you may not know whether they are in the background or the foreground. But like, I don't know, it's not being able to tell whether something is solid or not is usually only a problem if you're playing a platformer. So.
This is a platformer.
Oh, right.
That's very important.
Okay, well, this is true. This is true.
Okay,
this is a fair
Polk,
point.
doing the stupid climb to the top of the ladder and then fall all the way down and then jump up. I mean, that's
Yep.
fine. That's fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's interesting. So, question here: how many lives do they have in this game?
Well, hey, Poke, you wanna like just pause for 1 second so we can look at the lives? Yeah,
Wait, what?
here it is. You have 0. You have capital S lives. That means you have a super amount of lives, which means you have infinite lives because I have baked a Game Genie code into this version of Rockman 5 Wily's Dream Space because
Heck yeah.
it's gonna be a little hard. So, like, this means that if they reach a checkpoint, they're there forever, up until the point where they can proceed. But I have told them specifically that this game has passwords and they should write them down because if they ever, pick the wrong level or something, then they will have to rely on the password because I have given them, as usual, an enforced boss order. This was
Yep.
like this is a thing that like I think were you the one to suggest it all the way back when I first became a GM? Because I wanted to give out a bunch of Mega Man ROM hacks, but the question was, well, how do we track it? There's like a bunch of levels, and then I think you or someone else said like, well, just enforce a boss order.
Yeah,
and then it's just going to be very linear.
For games that have been non-linear, we have tried to make it a little bit more standardized, and sometimes it helps just because items that you collect early on will help for later levels. So with that said, the order that we have are Starman, Gravity Man, Stone Man, Napalm Man, Wave Man, Gyro Man, Crystal Man, and Charge Man. All 8 of
That
those.
is
Although,
correct.
how far do you expect players to get?
Okay, so they should. Okay, let's see. If I recall correctly, the first. So when I give out a Mega Man ROM hack, I tend to front load the jank.
Okay.
And backload the horrendous difficulty. So, if I recall correctly, Crystal Man stage is quite difficult. And I think Gyro Man stage is like a handful. I think we might see a Wave Man. Wave Man has usually has that auto scroller section. So,
Yep.
like that's the Widowmaker.
Yeah. I still love it though. I love being able to have something that like people are very familiar with the way that Mega Man games work, but because it's a ROM hack, we're dealing with somebody who doesn't work for Capcom trying to make a Mega Man game, and we know how that went for Mega Man DOS, which I love. Okay, no, don't get me wrong. It was a fan game that Capcom said, this is good enough for us to make canon, and I'm like, heck yeah, I think that is freaking awesome, letting a fan project become official. However, Mega Man has a lot of very specific design features that a lot of people don't know and don't follow when they make a fan game. And I think that this game probably has a few of those.
Yeah, you might have noticed early on because all of our players have just been breezing through this stage really well. But the start had a bunch of slowdown bits because there's there are limits to how many sprites a Mega Man game can comfortably hold on screen, and a lot of ROM hackers just blast right past that. So it leads to slowdowns, weird flickering, stuff that Capcom have probably internal documents and would not, that wouldn't be a problem for a level designer there. But if you're just, if you don't know what the rules to follow, you're just gonna mess up a little bit.
As per tradition, Polk is our zombie and is the first to finish a level, putting our zombie in the lead. Now, for those who are wondering, what does a zombie player mean? Zombie players in Kusogrand8 are essentially here to fill in an empty spot when we weren't able to have somebody play for one reason or another. So because that, Polk is filling in and does not count for this match. And when you have less stress on your shoulders, oftentimes it means that you play a little bit better. Plus, Polk gets all the hot details here, like us being able to tell that that pit to the left is indeed death.
It is. Yep. And man, it's like Caesar and Chamomile both at the boss, both do pretty well. This is a good start, IMO. But you'll notice defeat. Okay, so I start them on Starman stage because it's, I believe, one of the easiest ones. Starman, once you figure out his pattern, fairly unchanged in this ROM hack. Some ROM hacks really change a lot of stuff. This one is mostly level based and doesn't change, like Starman, for example, all that much. So which means when you defeat Starman, you get, like a shield weapon, which is also like pretty useful. But also Starman gives you a utility in this one, which is very useful for the rest of the game, which is why I start them off of here. Sometimes I will give the boss order in weakness order. Sometimes I won't. It depends. Depends on the game.
And it appears that Zezerfall has gotten through the boss. Moving on, got Star Crash and Super Arrow. And yeah, Super Arrow is extremely helpful. Essentially, it's a platform that you can shoot at a wall.
Yep, it's very, very, very useful. Especially in Gravity Man stage, it's going to be really useful.
Oh yeah, I recall this level. Get ready for hell.
Yeah.
Oh, great, thanks.
Hey, don't blame me. I would say blame Xandra. Maybe blame the creator of this ROM hack.
I'll take that. I'll accept that.
You know who you shouldn't blame, though? Are referees. We've got some fantastic people helping track the match, and the referees for this match are Zombie Linkura Woman. Oh, geez, scary. We've also got Redford, adores cursed Mega Man ROM hacks. We've got Mega Mouse Shy, Hazelman 5, and Dr. Albert W. Gumby. These refs are making sure that we are able to tell who makes the most progress. Oh, yeah, Polk. You enjoying this?
The word enjoying is used very loosely on this phrase.
So I'll let you struggle through this a little bit more before we talk about one of the big problems that happens with this stage in particular. Because I'm fairly sure I remember the problem with this, Xandra.
Yep.
And it's called hitboxes.
Yeah, it's called, you don't really need the whole arrow.
It's called, you kind of wish that you needed the whole arrow because... Yeah. Some of these...
You paid for the whole arrow, but you only need the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, the up arrows are not nearly as fair.
They're in rotating the sprite, the hitbox got a little bit scrungled, but that's okay. Like once it is consistent though. It is very consistent. Once players figure out the hitbox of the gravity arrows, they can very reliably just repeat the motion. And so these this is why you have infinite lives, because of this room right here, right at the start of a checkpoint. So you have infinite tries to figure out the rhythm, and that rhythm will carry you through the rest of this room.
Love you, Xandra.
And simply put, in a room like this, it makes you think that if you, went in the correct method, all you'd have to do is hold right. That is absolutely not the case here.
I don't believe it is.
But is it?
Yeah. You have to you have to figure out where the hitbox for the arrows are, and then it's a matter of because that's always the trick. A lot of ROM hacks love doing this with Gravity Man, and it tends to be so this is one of the rare moments where we get to taste a little bit of what a Mega Man Kaizo level would be, in the sense, in the style of Super Mario World Kaizo, because Super Mario World Kaizo is great because Mario has a ton of movement options. The movement is extremely rich in Super Mario World. In Mega Man, it really isn't. You don't have a lot of things you can do, but in this room, like, okay, you get the full, you get as much juice out of Mega Man's movement as you can, because it's all about managing your vertical momentum so you don't fall into either of the bottomless pits.
Yeah, one concern that I have, Monhunzer is not sliding at all during this boss, and that makes it incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it's really important to, like, oh, what a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Run away.
Well, I think that's partly like, knowledge for, there are some people who have more experience with Mega Man games and some people who don't, and because this is based on Mega Man 5, is it?
5, yes, indeed.
Yeah, because of that, there is the natural sliding movement in the game, but if you've never played any of the old school Mega Man games, you might not know how to do the slide.
This is true. I did check in, though. All players had, each player said they had played all of the Mega Man games back in the day, except for one. I think Monhunzer didn't play one, but did say, did confirm having played the other ones. And I did mention in the notes, I did say, hey, Mega Man controls the same as usual. You got 4 movement directions, a jump, a shoot, and some fun moves when you combo them. So hopefully that was enough of a gentle hint to try some stuff. But, maybe you don't need it. Maybe you could just destroy Starman.
But that's also an important thing for everybody to know. And Monhunzer did get through without using the slide on the boss. But yeah, it's something that eventually you will have to figure out. You will have to figure out how the slide works. And it's possible that Monhunzer was sliding earlier and I just didn't notice. And they chose not to slide at all during the boss. You're allowed to play the game the way that you want. You don't have to follow my recommendations, mostly because you can't even hear me.
Yep, and Caesar's making a lot of good use out of the Starman's Star Crash shield, but has just about run out of it. But it was a really good use of it to just blast through the first part of that stage.
Yeah, now most players are getting to where Polk is. Caesar is there. Chamomile Teacup will probably be there in the next few minutes, and Monhunzer, I imagine it shouldn't take too long to get there. Everybody is going to deal with Arrow Hell.
Yeah. So there's a thing I like to talk about when, for example, when I'm playing. You ever play Dark Souls, Resentia? You ever play one of the Dark Souls games?
Yeah, I played.
Yeah.
I almost beat 1. I beat 3.
Nice.
I played Elden Ring and Bloodborne and Sekiro. Yeah, I've played pretty much everything except for Dark Souls 2.
Nice. Oh man, I love Dark Souls 2. It's such a great flawed gem. I love it. It's my favorite.
I need to try it out.
It's really interesting. But the thing, there's a progression. I've been playing. I replayed Elden Ring to prepare for the DLC because I'm excited about it, but I haven't really gotten into it that much yet. But I decided I'm gonna be a parry sicko for this one. I'm gonna no summon. I'm gonna try actually learning the boss patterns, actually seeing if I can solo all these bosses that usually scare me so much. And it's been a lot of fun, but there's a progression when you're fighting a big boss or something, and at first you start to feel there's the novelty of it, oh, this is neat. And then you eventually get into the zone of okay, I'm grasping what is asked of me here. And then you will sometimes reach the point where okay, this is starting to feel unfair. And then you fall into what I call the pit of despair, where you know what you have to do, but you don't understand how you will ever be able to do it, or how everything feels impossible. And slowly but surely, you crawl out, because it is a crawl. You crawl out of the pit of despair once you realize that, without even realizing it, you have been internalizing everything. You're building up muscle memory, and at some point you go oh, you're not even thinking about it, and you're just blasting through it. And that's the best feeling in the it's one of my favorite feelings in the world. But it's that pit. The pit of despair is a rough place to be in.
Yeah, you have to go through that pit of despair for pretty much any Souls game. I love the games though. I'm a huge fan of pretty much all of them that I've played. I fully understand people who don't enjoy them, but I like. And there are certain design elements that I would say that normally are not good design elements, but I feel like they were done on purpose. And because of that, like, it works in a way in order to sort of emphasize other things for the player.
Absolutely. Sorry, Chamomile Teacup died the screen before the checkpoint. That is the Xandra special. That's what I do. I always die right before the checkpoint.
Heck yeah, welcome to life. I mean, that's why it's the final push before the checkpoint. Oh. So close, Bulk! So close!
So close! You're getting there, you're getting there.
Why did it turn? It should have turned!
See, exactly. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like to be in this fair.
Right there.
Yeah, the first person to get through this will be in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though Zeezer is ahead of Chamomile Teacup and Monhunzer, if either of them can get there and just manage to get the logic of these arrows to click in their mind, they'll move into the lead. Speaking of that, what are the stakes? Like, I'm just trying to think.
Stakes?
Yeah, how many points do these players have?
Oh, that kind of stake. I believe this is a 12-point match.
Okay, that means that the person who comes in third and Polk will be eliminated. Sorry, Polk.
Sorry, Polk.
That's what happens to zombies. Zombies can't win, except in some matches where we have dangerous zombies.
It's okay because they can't lose either. So, you know, even when a zombie is eliminated, he just comes right back up.
True.
So yeah, so basically today is just don't be last. Oh, Zeezer. Oh, Zeezer. Zeezer's really getting the rhythm there. Oh,
and Polk is through. Good job, Polk.
Congratulations.
Now where's the checkpoint? That's my question.
Well, no, the checkpoint. You just left the checkpoint. You just had one.
Yeah, but you got through the hardest room in that specific part of the level.
Yeah, just don't die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like your point there.
Yeah.
I do not appreciate it, but I like it.
Whenever I play these games, I always do my best to, like, avoid destroying the mouse robots. I do everything in my power to, like, get past them.
That's cute. Now,
mouse solidarity.
I'm actually thinking, because I've played around with gravity mechanics in a platformer before, and it's a lot of fun to do that. Like, Mega Man does it very well. I like it. It just feels super satisfying. To actually make it feel fluid, though, it takes a lot of work, but it feels really good when you can.
Oh boy, Poke. Oh boy,
Polk,
just the spiciest way to do it. The spiciest way to do it. Dang, that takes guts.
That, or maybe the most consistent way to do it. But yeah, like, just seeing the way that some of the ceilings and such would normally be pits if you're facing the other way, like, trying to think, like, what kind of programming stuff do you have to do in order to make the pits function and not kill you if you're jumping up into them. Like, it's kind of fun. They're just little things that Capcom definitely had to deal with, and it's possible some of the ROM hackers had to deal a little bit with it as well.
Right.
Yeah, I love shopping at ceilings and such. Though, since I'm renting, I don't really, get a lot of opportunities. I don't have a lot of, like, liberty to do with, like, the old top of the apartment.
Yeah, I rent as well. One day I'll buy a Kuso house, have a little Kuso garden. It'll be pretty cool. But today is not that day. Right now I rent.
Gosh, imagine owning a home. Wow.
Yeah.
This economy.
That's okay.
see
That's
Gravy
why we.
Man as a
That's
Marvel
why we eat
Flash
the
Man.
rich.
Oh, people are asking, what is Kusogate about this? Is this version cursed? Yeah, this is a ROM hack by Tar. So this is someone who had tremendous creative vision, but like did not follow all of the unwritten rules of making Mega Man levels, and so a lot of like there's quite a bit of jank and a lot of difficulty, but it's just. Man, there's so much creativity in this one. For a hack that doesn't mess with the weapons all that much, or the enemy, or the bosses for that matter, and is mainly a level design hack and a visual hack, it's got a ton of heart and creativity.
And Caesar is through the nightmare room. Yeah, the room
Let's
that
go.
looks like it should be trivial, but is not.
Just don't die. That room is one of the main reasons why I gave them infinite lives.
Honestly, that room is an absolute nightmare, and getting through it incredibly difficult. So great job, Caesar Fall. Moving on to the rest of the level. Polk on to the third stage. Again, this is the boss order that we're going on. Starman first, Gravity Man second. We are currently on Stowman. Your stars, Andra.
Good. Aww.
But yeah, this ROM hack has problems.
Yep. The music choice is interesting, but some of this sound font or this rendition, not the best. Also, I love Stone Man's stage, because where do you think those brown platforms end?
If I had to have a guess, Yoshi's Island?
Oh, no, I mean, where do you think they physically
Horizontally.
end? At which point does Mega Man fall off of them? That will be in the test.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
wait, that's right. I don't know.
Nobody knows?
Yeah, exactly, yes.
I don't like that answer.
I know, yeah, so it makes it great. No, Caesar has to redo the... Oh, no. Caesar is once again
Caesar
sent
back to
this-
Arrow Hell.
Yeah, fell off in that chained together game everyone's talking about, and has returned to the bottom of hell. But that's okay, you'll just make it back up.
Oh, you're not going for the extra life, Polk? Reckless.
That's where I'm going. I'm not taking lives.
So what I love about Mega Man 5 is that the Game Genie code for Infinite Lives also makes it so that picking up a life, like an extra life, a 1-up, will refill your health.
Oh,
And
really?
It's really cool, and a lot like any good luck with this room quote.
Nice!
Any Mega Man fan game, okay, it's become a trend in Mega Man fan games now to kind of just not really care about lives, or at least give you the option, hey, what if extra life, what if we stopped counting lives? Like maybe Mega Man doesn't really need a life counting system, and usually a lot of them, like an accepted like trope now is that if your Mega Man fan game doesn't use lives, picking up the 1-up, which is a very iconic thing in Mega Man, will instead give you a full health refill, which is not something you usually get as a pickup. So it fills a nice little niche.
I love that. I think that is a good way to change an item that essentially has made useless into something that you still want to see because it's the best item. Yeah. Like, honestly, for like a speed run, that might get annoying if you're trying to go for specific strats. But for anybody trying to play a game for the first time, yeah, have that full health refill. Monhunzer is making some progress here. Monhunzer, though, is still dying to some enemies that if Monhunzer slid under, would be able to get through just fine, but still not using the slide.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Here's the deal. Whenever you're playing a game, like, you should know as quickly as possible what your different button options are. And yeah, essentially try out combinations of buttons as you're playing, because that will... Oh, Monhunzer slid a little bit there. Never mind, Monhunzer knows how to slide.
Yeah, as in the words of Johnny Resnick of the Goo Goo Dolls, why don't you slide?
Thank you, Johnny.
That ladder doesn't lead anywhere, does it?
Oh no! Caesar fell
No,
into the
not
hole
again.
back to Arrow Hell.
No.
That's okay.
Well, at least you're
Chamomile
getting better
Teacup.
at that part.
Chamomile Teacup is through Arrow Hell. Very nice.
Let's go. All right, Chamomile, just do not die.
Yeah, if Chamomile does not die, then she may move into first place. And that is not counting Polk. Polk is technically in first, but Polk is a zombie. We love our zombies. They're dead. But
So I want to bring out, if you look at Chamomile Teacup's screen, I want to point out that, like, after Arrow Hell, the rest of this stage is actually very fair. The enemies, like, there's practically no enemies that are difficult to deal with. That Met can absolutely just hit you without you being able to do much about it, which is a little bit like rude. It shoots a random spread of bullets, but all of the other enemies are very predictable. There's that little rocket that shoots up from the ground to like jump scare you, but you get to see it way before you get near the close to the bottom of the screen. That bubble bat is also like very like close to the start. See, like a lot of the enemies are very telegraphed. So now you know this thing's here. Now you can like learn to avoid it, or just keep like kissing it over and over and over again.
don't
I don't think
smooch
that's
the
like a winning
rocket.
strategy.
Don't smooch the rocket.
Maybe don't smooch the rocket. Maybe don't. But yeah, so don't also just that. Okay, I just want to point out how much skill that takes to just directly jump into a pit, into a tile-wide gap pit in Mega Man. Like, it's hard to do. Mega Man's pretty wide. Mega Man's little feetsies will grab onto ledges fairly easily, so it's tricky to thread that needle.
I love it.
And honestly, like, being able to jump onto platforms, even, like, that's something that a lot of platforms get wrong. Mega Man definitely excels in that, in making platforming feel good and feel like it's your fault for messing things up. However, because of how tight those jumps are, I could totally see people accidentally messing that up a whole bunch. Like, it's a very cramped area. It makes you feel like you need to jump. Can you just walk across them, or do you have to hop?
Nope.
I believe.
I mean, Polk
so I
slid.
wonder if Mega Man will just fall off. In some games,
He will.
He will fall off? Okay. You can totally slide across them, though. The slide will take you a number of tiles, that is. But also, you can there's like plenty of room at the start to test how far you can step off to the side before Mega Man falls. And that's enough to give you like an idea of how far you should step. And then you can do the smallest of little jumps.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Like the giant area with the blocks one block
this
apart
little
right here.
Plinko room?
This gives you the test.
Yeah. Yep, you have a lot of room to maneuver here. And also to test, like, the slide. Yeah, if you played Mega Man before, you will be familiar with it. See, like Chamomile already getting a good feel for, like, that little jumping.
Very nice.
Little jumpy wumpies.
Oh, no!
Jump-a-rumps.
Yeah, another crime. The end of the room didn't have a wall, and you can't go through it. No! You just have to jump right at the end, Chamomile Teacup.
Oh, no!
Unfortunately,
What a
back to
heartbreaker.
Arrow Hell. You didn't expect people to be sent back to Arrow Hell so much. Monhunzer is making a good push, by the way. They have made it over to the same area that Zezerfall and Chamomile Teacup have been in. I feel like Chamomile is currently in the lead, having made it to the final screen right before the boss.
Absolutely.
And there we go. She is through Arrow Hell again. She's making it look like paradise.
Oh, that's a good line. That's a good line.
That's as good as it gets right now.
As the writer in me is going like, oh, that's a really good line.
It could probably be better, but I'll accept.
this is why a good writer works with like editors, beta readers, contributing writers, consultants.
Yeah.
Like it takes a team. It takes a village.
Oh, I've been in a billion workshops, and yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, look, come on, I have a master's in writing.
You do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Yeah, that was my degree, literature and writing.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to teach writing. I don't currently, but yeah, that. Xandra, I feel like I've told you a billion times. I'm like, yeah, I write.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Writer.
I must have memory hold. I've been coming to terms with and then learning how to deal with my ADHD over the past year or two. I just finally got my diagnosis, and I know I'm getting it medicated.
Oh, sweet.
It is a new lease on life. I am just like, oh dang, I haven't felt this like able to do things like 2018.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts how different it is. Like, highly recommended for anybody who thinks that they might have ADHD. It's absolutely worth getting it checked out because if you, yeah, medication helps a lot.
Yeah.
I was like the first day, I was like, low dose, just checking out, seeing if like, does this work for you? And then like the very first day I was like, I don't know, maybe. And then I spontaneously cleaned our balcony. Which, like, probably was a sign. I mean, oh, Poke, why would you destroy that platform?
Yeah, that's probably something to get you happy.
I shouldn't be laughing. And yet,
here we are. Polk's winning. You can tease Polk a little bit. It's fine.
It is, I'm seeing an unusually low amount of like, chatter in the actual match channel. People are being very, very, like, just serious about this one.
That's usually a sign that players don't feel like the game is unfair, particularly. They feel like they're going to be able to keep pushing and making progress. Sure, the game may have bad design choices, but, yeah, from what I've seen, it's generally, okay, I'm buckled in. This is under my control. I know that if I push right now, I can make some progress.
Yep, in the words of Mega Man.
Time to get serious.
Oh, yeah, basically.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just like, you're good. Don't worry. Simply do not worry about it.
Not worry. Be happy.
All right. Chamomile teacup once again through arrow hell. I believe.
Yeah, both
I wanted to give something like a little bit.
Have been in arrow hell for so long.
Yeah, I wanted to give something nicer, but it's just everything else got vetoed. So well, here we go. Here we are.
Here we go.
I mean, that's fine. Show no mercy. This is Kusogrand8. There are times that I've given games that I'm like, oh, this is going to be really fun, and I give it to groups where they're all high scoring, nobody's going to get eliminated. And then other times I'm like, I want to give something mean. And I look and I'm like, oh, 3 out of 4 people will be eliminated.
Chamomile.
Well, good luck.
No!
Oh, no, chamomile into the spikes.
Yeah, I understand the drive to like, oh, I'm so close. I just gotta make it through the screen. But no, these enemies are very easy to deal with, but they absolutely will punish you if you try to skip them. They're placed like this is I really appreciate the design of the back half of this stage because all the enemies are pretty much easy to deal with. They will come to you. They will act in very predictable ways. Like the one like flying enemy that shoots at you specifically is designed to always miss you. Like the rest of this feels like it was like made to test you. Like all these turrets, a charge shot, or like, see, like Chamomile Teacup is showing. You can just shoot as soon as you land. You're fine. Like, this is a test of like, can you like maintain, keep your calm, and get to the end.
Yeah, Mega Man is one of the old school platformers that doesn't have a timer. You know, you're not racing in the game against some imaginary clock. And because of that, you know, you do have the time to go through everything here. You know, charge shots, planning out what you're doing, absolutely fair game here. And slow and steady progress is better than fast progress that gets reset over and over again, you know?
Yeah.
Take your time.
As a Mega Man player, I don't like those rockets. I really don't like them because they're just
so close.
They take so many hits.
They take so many hits. It's like I think they have a health value. I think you can destroy them. It just takes so much. Oh, by the way, so Poke, if you can survive this room, like, I will give you a little prize. If you can survive this room on this attempt, I will give you a little prize.
I love your confidence, and
bro,
you just run out of super arrows.
Yes.
Bro, El Creed in chat has a question.
Oh, let me see. We've got the question. Can I post a link?
Good try.
Posting a link to the ROM hack is fine. Yeah,
Cool.
This... I do know that romhacking.net appears to be going down soon, but I still was able to download from there.
It is a heartbreaker because, like, man, that's just a lot. Most of the ROM hacks I know are there, and like I'm you know, fingers crossed there will be like you know, community efforts or like ways to, like, you know, bring back resources like that one. Like Mega Man like fan games each have like tend to have their own like communities and stuff, but Mega Man ROM hacks don't have something like Super Mario World Central. So okay, great, perfect. So these masterful. So that was a good move, by the way.
You got
so
weapons.
these turrets in Poke, these turrets are like the ones with the little shield that flips up that Poke encountered. They were modified in this ROM hack to shoot. They flip up, shoot a bullet, and then flip their shield back down.
Yes.
That's usually how they work. In here, the speed of the bullet they shoot is random, and that random number can be 0, which means they can flip up, shoot a 0 speed bullet that will stay there forever, and then just go right back to shielding themselves.
So you'd either have to backtrack and despawn it, or just tank a hit.
Yep. Pretty much.
That's beautiful.
At least on this screen, you can jump over it.
Yeah, thank you, by the way, Blasphemous Roar, for the subscription. And yeah, we do have the mystery show after this. Everybody get excited. It will be fun.
Mystery show. He said, oh, Chamomile Teacup made it to Gravity Man. Let's go. Hey, bro, I've been out of it for a little bit. I've been like in the body swap mines. What's the mystery show?
What's the mystery show? Oh, Xandra, I can't believe you've literally never heard of it before.
I've never heard of the mystery show.
The mystery show is a show that gets put on that generally is kind of a game show, but every single time that it's on, it's a little bit different. The rules are going to be a mystery. Yeah, who is playing is a little bit of a mystery. And how, wait, no, okay. That was gonna be a bad joke. Okay,
it's okay.
Yeah, it's...
Moving on.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun, everybody.
I'm excited.
So, yeah, we've had I believe the last show was a spelling bee, and that was a little bit unstandard. Sometimes we have people playing shows. We had people playing, like, various challenges that were put on and had to complete the quote-unquote correct challenge in order to win. Yeah. So don't worry, you'll see what's going on later.
Oh, nice. I'm excited.
Well, good. Good. Do.
Ta-da-da. I believe in Monhunzer. I believe in Monhunzer. No one has said anything in the match chat. I'm like surprised. A lot of people would just be like grousing or just no. Everyone's just like focused. Everyone's locked in.
Now, I get concerned when I see the boss that Polk is on because I see the giant sun.
Oh, yeah!
Almost every single ROM hack when that angry sun shows up, it kills you. I do not know if that's going to be the case here, but...
Shout out to Stone Man's weapon, which in this ROM hack just kind of hangs here for a long time. It's just going to be there for a while.
Yeah, notice.
Yeah, sometimes that is not very conveniently placed either. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, you know, it's okay. You got infinite continues. You could just try again. Try again.
Yeah, infinite lives. You're fine. Oh, Monhunter, no death. Chamomile Teacup, though, is having some good efforts against the boss. This is definitely the lead for her. Monhunter has been struggling with Arrow Hell for a long time. But, you know, all signs point to you can do it. You can get through it, Monhunter. I know it. Honestly, yeah, if Monhunter can get through this once, they could potentially pass Zezerfall. Zezerfall has been falling a lot into these freaking pits.
That's the thing, though, is that like there's the rest of this stage is not that long, and like, all you need is a good run. And then Gravity Man is like turns out is weak to the weapon I have given them. But even then, you have Charge Shot. Well, so you can just like a Charge Shot trivializes. Well, maybe not trivializes, but makes pretty much any boss in the latter half of the NES Mega Man's approachable. So even if you don't have the weakness, you can use Charge Shots, and you stand a good chance.
A big issue, though, when you get to the boss, you know, is that a lot of the times people will use a lot of the weapon on their first attempt. But because of that, like, if you do that on your first attempt, you're not going to have enough energy for your second attempt, and you're probably dying the first time that you fight the boss.
Probably, yeah. See, that's a good skill to have in Kusogrand8, is understanding what your resources are and only committing the ones that don't replenish when you truly are confident. You can get to the Oh, I love this one. I love this stage.
Donkey Kong country music? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is hideous.
Stage 2.
Where does the platform end? I don't like this.
A question for the ages. Thankfully, you have infinite lives, so you can easily test that at the very beginning.
For science!
Is dying to the boss a good skill to have? Well, it's very, you know, it's a jazz approach. You understand... You get familiar with the moves you shouldn't make. But I think, like, anything can build muscle memory. And just with that, Zezerfall is through Arrow.
Yes! Again.
Nice.
Hey! Chamomile Teacup has destroyed
Teacup.
the concept of gravity.
Perfect. Chamomile Teacup will be moving on to the next stage, which is indeed Stone Man. Polk currently on Napalm Man. You can tell based off of the vast amounts of not napalm oil. Okay.
Yeah, Napalm Man, always such a weird misnomer. Like, looking like a tank, shooting grenades, just not really related to napalm at all. Not really, like, doesn't even have any, like, fire-themed anything in his stage in vanilla.
Where's my sticky flamey stuff?
Where's your sticky flamey stuff? It has been, it has been ruled a hate crime. So you probably shouldn't be looking for it.
War crime?
Yeah.
I think you have to put it to the Mega Man 6.
Then again, my
Yeah.
father made napalm.
Maybe you also shouldn't say that. I don't know. Maybe we should be talking about something else.
Well, he didn't use it.
Okay. Well, that's good then. That's a good. Okay.
Yeah, I think. I mean, honestly, there are people who accidentally make napalm all the time by trying to pour gasoline into a styrofoam cup. Guess what? It'll melt the cup and make napalm. Yeah. So,
Right. No, okay, I understand what you mean now. Yeah, it's like the whole like, the accidental mustard gas situation. Oh man, poke that! Oh wow, that was spicy. Oh wow, what a move.
Wow. So yeah, my recommendation is that don't accidentally make things that have been banned in Warfare. And if you do accidentally do it, then don't do it again.
Don't use them. Don't use them.
Yeah.
Chamomile Teacup made a, yeah, that is a fair move. Chamomile Teacup doesn't seem to be, like, using her full arsenal, but that's okay. They still got time. They still got time to, like, come to understand it. But also, it's Mega Man. You can still, like, mostly Buster only through pretty much everything. Some hacks, not great for a Buster only run. Like, so one of the unwritten rules of Mega Man is, you should be able to, like, ideally, like, especially fan game makers tend to, like, do this. You should be able to make it through a level, like a good Mega Man level should be able to be beat without taking damage, should be able to be beat with only the Buster.
Yep.
And, should not require utilities like Rush Jet or Rush Coil to make it through, and if they do require that, then they should give you weapon energy right beforehand, so you can refill if you ran out. But that's not something that, all ROM hacks or every fan game does. It's just like, it's more like, over time, the community has, like, developed, like, a shorthand. Stuff also where, like, you never know in Mega Man if something is a pit or not, because you have to have the level indicate that very clearly, so in a lot of fan games, if you look at the bottom of the screen, the background will fade to black completely when it's a pit. So to be a very clear indication, but not every ROM hack does it, not every fan game does it. It's just, it's a bunch of unwritten rules that have slowly been shared and used, but if you come across a game that doesn't use them, just be on your guard.
You sort of notice after a little while, you're like, that game lied to me. And yeah, the game did lie to you, but the creator probably didn't know that the game was lying.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Zither was defeated by that one very, very persistent bat.
Yeah,
I don't like that bat.
Monhunzer is still in Arrow Hell and is currently just sitting back a little bit, trying to figure out how to get through this reliably. Yeah, Xandra, you said that Arrow Hell is a big reason for this being in Kusogrand8, and it absolutely is. Arrow Hell is the worst. But once you get used to the pattern, like Zeezer, able to get through it just in one shot. Monhunzer, though, still not used to the pattern, and I feel like if Monhunzer can do it once, there is a chance to get out of last place. Remember, third place... And Polk doesn't count. Third place will be eliminated today. It's very important that the players learn how to get through these areas that they're struggling with. Like, Zeezer is still in second place, but, like, he doesn't know how far Monhunzer is.
Yeah, has not reached the next checkpoint, has not reached the boss, and if they both reach the boss, then it's whoever gets Gravity Man to the lowest amount of health first. So it's still anybody's game.
Yeah.
Well, it's still anybody's second place.
Honestly, first place is probably going to go to Chamomile Teacup, but
Probably,
if Zeezer can get through this on this attempt or next, he's got a chance to move up into first. It's not impossible. Like, he's got the skills.
He's got that touch.
He's got something. And there we go. Zeezer is through one of the nightmare areas. Okay. This is hopeful. I don't know if I've seen Zeezer make it this far.
Yeah, just gotta destroy. No, that's the one. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one thing you shouldn't do is just don't rush through that. You can hang back, take care of those Mets. You have seen those Mets before. You know how they Yeah.
Yeah, finally we have typing in Discord Caesar saying it's so mean.
Yeah, and
That's
incidentally,
the understatement
Caesar
of the
saying
century.
saying that in chat is probably giving Monhunzer some hope. Because, so like, see, it's the indication of, oh, I'm not the only one stuck here. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, that's the thing. There are some mind games that sometimes get played, but now that Caesar has typed in Discord, all of the players have typed in Discord. Like, all of them realize that this ROM hack is brutal.
Yeah. I didn't want to give it, but unfortunately, that's no, I didn't want to give it.
You did
It's on my list.
You always want to give it. I know you, Sandra. It's fine.
It's fine. I like it. Hey, Poke, congratulations. Oh, wait, no, the other one. Whoops.
Yeah, Monhunzer is like, it wouldn't be so mean if they didn't stop working sometime referencing the arrows. The thing is, they always work. It's just the hitbox is dumb. Like, because of the way that the sprite gets flipped vertically, I believe that the down arrow hitbox is a little more to the left, and the up arrow is a little bit more to the right. And because of that, you have to do the rhythm that Zezerfall did right there.
Yep, it's like, I think one of the arrow, like, it's, I believe, only, like, Mega Man switches gravity when touching, like, half of the hitbox. It's like the full arrow, only half of it, left or right, is actually flipping gravity, and that gets rotated when the sprite gets flipped. Yep. So
for down arrow, it's really on the left half, and because of that, like, you just end up getting shoved into the pit pretty consistently. So you've got to get that rhythm, which Caesar has and Monhunzer has not figured out.
Yeah, it's sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes it's like, you know, in my I remember back when I was a wee little Kusogrand8 player, I remember sometimes it's just like I did fairly well, but other times I just could not parse a very specific thing about the game I was playing, and that meant that I just couldn't make it through because I was missing an option that was available to me. I just could not, like, figure out the specific thing.
And, like, you know, that people struggle with different things, and I'd say that, like, with this, it's not struggling with something that's super obvious with Mega Man. It's just something that, like, shouldn't be this way. This is bad design.
Yeah.
Like, struggling because you're playing a poorly designed section of a ROM hack, welcome to life. Like, you know, people are going to struggle with this, and it's not your fault if it doesn't click.
Yeah,
sometimes it will not click for you, and that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And like this hack is like very specifically stuff. We're also like telling your teacup, like, okay, that jump was really tricky, but you do have a lot of uses of rush coil to get through these like specific jumps. The arrow section, like the arrows are like really strange. They're using, like, they're not giving you all of the information, but they are consistent. So as soon as you realize that they're consistent, you can, like, you know, get a reliable result from them. And it's like, yeah, it's a lot of Kusogrand8 games will not give you information that you need, and you have to, like, flex the muscles required to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's rude.
It is, but that's also part of the fun, I think. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we've come so far when it comes to video game design that there are a lot of both written and unwritten rules that pretty much any big studio uses. Heck, most small studios use the unwritten rules there. And so if people can, like, if you are a small indie dev, the only person working on a game, you might not know these rules, you know? If you're making a ROM hack, your first ROM hack ever, you probably don't know the written or unwritten rules, and because of that, you get some messes. Like, you're probably going to get some things right, but other things, no. Absolutely not. By the way, Polk, congrats! You are moving on to the 5th which is Wave Man. Very
You have
nice.
defeated War Crimes Man. Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
only
Wait,
if
Sophie, you
it's-
remember that mention about
Only
those
against
bullets and the
civilians.
biggest random speeds?
I don't think Mega Man is a civilian, so that wasn't a war crime.
Yeah, Mega Man is literally a household robot. Mega Man
He's
was
a robot.
made. Yeah, he was just meant to be a housekeeper, an assistant, a helper, and instead he decided to take up arms to defend his community. Like Mega Man's story is like, you know, it's endearing. It touches me. IMO.
Okay.
He doesn't want to fight. He's here to help his family.
I mean, that's great and all, but I'm going to complain about this music real quick because it does not have the
Oh,
right
yeah, go
tune
for
and
it.
sub
Aha.
points. This is
Caesar
not the
figured it
best
out.
version of the song.
All right, Caesar. There it is. One jump, hold right. You got it.
Yes!
Caesar hits the checkpoint.
Caesar onto
Let's
the
go.
boss. This solidifies second place. Caesar could
There we go.
technically move into first depending on how well he does against Gravity Man. Like, Chamomile no longer has the lead in lock. There is a possibility. Slim, but possible. Considering Caesar
Possible.
used all of the energy of the main weapon during the stage, Caesar will have to use the Buster in order to beat this boss. That makes it a little more challenging.
A little bit. But thankfully, Gravity Man thankfully has a very like sussable pattern. And the great thing is he only shoots once, and that's fairly easy to dodge. In this hack, however, he kind of, instead of like having like a single like one-shot pistol, he kind of like sprays and prays, like submachine gun like. So he is a little bit tougher to deal with, but still, like, you know, you have enough like movement options to be able to, like, if you keep moving, his spread will usually miss you.
Yeah, the
Poke, you're doing
spread
really well here.
does seem pretty evil, but yeah, it's spread out enough that you might not have to deal with it.
Yeah, Chamomile should really be using something else here. Like you have a bunch of options at your disposal. I told him. I told everybody. But it is also easy to just lose track of it when you are in the last 5 minutes of a match. But you know what? It did not stop Chamomile already at Stone
Very
Man.
nice.
Yeah, but that is quite a
Chamomile
lead.
is definitely taken first. Caesar almost definitely second. Monhunzer probably third. Polk doesn't count.
Poke is dead.
No,
Polk
Polk,
has
why
been-
did
but-
Iceman shoot you? Bad Iceman.
Yeah, no one likes, well, okay, no, some people like Crystal Joe. I don't like Crystal Joe. I'm just not a fan of Crystal
So
Joe.
shiny.
Crystal Joe?
Yeah, Hammer Joe. Now there's a Joe you can set your watch to.
Which Joe?
What about G.I. Joe?
Hammer Joe, the Joe that shows up in Snake Man stage. Because Crystal Joe, in the regular stages, you can't slide under his shot. I think in the Wily stages you can, bafflingly. But in this one, I think in the regular stages you can't slide under his shot, which makes it like a little bit tricky. And also, his shot blocks your shot, so it makes it difficult to shoot back. But Hammer Joe is just here for a good time. Hammer Joe's fun to deal with.
I always loved Snake Man stage when I was a kid.
I love Snake Man. Snake Man is my favorite robot master in Mega Man 3. I'm rooting for him. I hope he, like, you know, like gets over his like tremendously difficult like fallout between, like, you know, he's had a bad relationship with Magnet Man. It's just the guy just couldn't understand personal boundaries.
They were in a
you know.
relationship.
But I wish him well. Yeah, no,
Well,
no, absolutely. Yeah, it's you gotta read between the lines, but it's very clear to me.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've read the official World of Powers stories related to Mega Man.
Oh my god. Caesar might destroy Gravity Man. Oh, it's so close.
So close, Caesar! Can you do it? You did it!
Yeah.
Gravity
Let's
Man is
go!
down! That is... What a fantastic ending for this match. Gravity Man has died in 3 out of 4 of the games on display, Monhunzer unfortunately getting destroyed by Gravity Man. So here is the order. Chamomile Teacup in first, Zeezer Falls second, Monhunzer third, and Polk unfortunately is a zombie and does not count. Yeah. Also, Xandra, let me tell you, when somebody immediately cuts their stream, you know how the game went for them. And the answer is, this game is bad. Yeah, and I completely appreciate that. With that said, let me go ahead and welcome Chamomile to come and chat if she would like. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I always have fun with Wily's Dream Space. The arrow section is just absolutely insidious. But you know who's not insidious? Chamomile Teacup, managing to get through several of these stages. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm shaking.
Oh, why? Because
Those
of the game?
gravity mazes, I gotta say.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Let me just say that the gravity arrow section is the worst. It's absolutely butts, and one of our players spent probably at least half of the match there, and it just did not click for them, like the entire time.
I was so worried that was going to be me.
Oh, well, it was almost everybody because it requires a significantly different way of thinking in order to get through there. But you did. You were the first through that, and after you were through there, you held the lead the entire time.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So what do you think of this ROM hack, Mega Man 5 or Rockman 5 Wily's Dream Space?
I am not hugely familiar with the Mega Man series apart from, playing them as a kid. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this Kaiser Rockman.
Uh-oh. Saying that you would definitely recommend it is a little bit terrifying. Okay. Why would you recommend?
We love Kuso.
Yeah.
We love Kuso games.
Yeah, we do love Kuso. The thing is, it's not boring. It's really
honestly,
hard.
Honestly, Starman stage was really fun to work out. Stone Man was kind of interesting. I haven't seen any of those enemies before, and tricky Mega Man, but definitely accessible enough for someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Didn't know there was a charge beam until halfway through the race.
No!
No!
Yeah, that is a Kuso reflex. Do buttons do something when you combine it with other buttons, when you hold them down? But you didn't need to use it, but I believe it probably helped.
By the
It
way,
definitely
big thank
helped
you.
so much with Gravity Man.
Big thank you to Incoherent Moron for subscribing.
Thank you.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. I honestly have not played a lot of Mega Man ROM hacks. Xandra has. Xandra is I had to get evil when it came to this one. I think that it's pretty clear to people who have played a lot of ROM hacks that this game is very flawed in some ways, but that they also put in a good amount of effort for level design. It's not just bad. There are some good things about this ROM hack, and I enjoy it.
It was really shooting for the moon. But yeah, that's what makes it. That's why it ended up here.
The moon died.
Didn't quite get there.
Oh no, they shot the moon. They shot the moon. The moon is dead. Yeah, the moon has fallen.
We need that though.
Yeah, I know. I'm very upset about the moon. Well, Chamomile, I'm just trying to think. Do you stream regularly? Do you have things going on over at your own channel?
I am trying to stream more these days.
Okay.
I stream. I'm on Australian time, but I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights doing Final Fantasy 14 raiding.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
I need to get back into 14 now that Dawn Trail is out, but I need to beat Endwalker first. I don't know.
Oh, it's so good.
I know it's
so
good. I know.
Yes.
Fine.
Showing us.
I could rant about Final Fantasy 14 all day, but I shouldn't.
You're fine. You can talk about it all day. I don't care. Well, good. Final Fantasy 14 over at Chamomile Teacups stream if you all are interested. Before I let everybody go, Polk, are you doing anything else these days?
Well, I've been doing games usually, but considering the topic of today, every Friday I've been playing with Fahrenheit and a few other streamers here, including Freestar, on the Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 3, where about 175 entries of making custom-made Mega Man levels have all been placed in one single program, so everybody to play for free.
Ooh.
It is quite a trip. The early levels are kind of like
it's a good one.
old little bugs of Kusogrand8 entries. It is great stuff.
You're playing Make a Good Mega Man Level 3? Did I hear that right?
Yes.
It is a tremendously good one. It is fantastic. You should check out the Make a Good Mega Man Level wiki because users have uploaded a ton of custom-made costumes for your character. They're tremendous. Like,
I actually made my own custom
really
one.
good stuff. You should. Oh, that's right. You told me. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. So do this
Yeah, you did. Oh man. Oh,
What about
man,
you,
what a good time, what a good
Sandra?
time.
What are you doing on stream these days?
I've been streaming the same thing. I've been streaming Make a Good Mega Man Level 3. I'm almost done with my Zandrabot costume.
Ooh.
And the rest of the time I've been working. I may have mentioned it last year. I've been working on a big fantasy drama novel for the past year, and I've been like putting it out serial style every new chapter. I'm deep in the weeds. This is the biggest thing I've ever written, but I'm having a lot of fun.
That's
It's
really
great.
cool. I'm glad, Zandra. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's been
I
great.
don't know if you knew, but I also write.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Wait. Did you
I've got a
did you
master's
teach
in
writing or something?
Oh my god. Yeah. Chamomile.
But yeah, if can I plug the thing I'm writing? Is
Yes,
that okay?
please do. And if you'd
it's
like,
called-
feel free to share links.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's called Her Majesty the Prince. You can check it out. It's at hermajestytheprince.com.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I love to be able to share projects that people are working on, so that is exciting. I'll make sure that I check that out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Otherwise, everybody, we are done with Kusogrand8 for today, but we have Mystery Show coming up next, so do not leave. Stay tuned. And otherwise, I'll let all three of you take off so that we can get ready for that.
Yeah, I might check out that Mystery Show.
Yeah,
Thanks.
maybe you
Fun,
should.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.
See you, friends. Well, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Before I jump over to the Mystery Show, I'm going to run a quick ad. So everybody stay tuned. We will be back with Mystery. Woo.